This is exercise 2.2 question number 1. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between the zeros and their coefficients. Now look at the first one here. X square minus 2x minus 8. Now here you should know what are the coefficients. X square, the coefficient of x square is 1. Coefficient of x is minus 2. And the constant term is minus 8. You should know these values, right? Now we need to find out the zeros. To find out the zero, what we'll do, we'll write down this polynomial which is equal to 0. Now as it is a quadratic polynomial, I need two numbers whose product is 8 and whose sum is minus 2. Now look at this one here. 4 2s are, but minus 4 and plus 2. If I add them, I get minus 2, and if I do the product, I get minus 8. And the coefficient of x square is 1, so that directly I can write down the factors as x minus 4 into x plus 2, which is equal to 0. Just looking at this one. Now I will compare each bracket with 0. X minus 4, which is equal to 0, and x plus 2, which is equal to 0. See here. Now x which is equal to 4 and x which is equal to minus 2. I got two zeros because it is a quadratic equation, correct? Now the first 0 I will name it as alpha, which is equal to 4, and the second 0 I will call it as beta, which is equal to minus 2. Now what I will do here, now I will write down the sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta, which is equal to 4 minus 2, which comes as 2, and minus b by a. So minus b means what? B is the coefficient of x. See here, b, which is minus 2, right? And coefficient of x square is 1. So here I will write down minus, and at this place minus 2, coefficient of x square is 1, which comes as 2. Look at these two values. Both the values are same, correct? So I will write down, therefore alpha plus beta, which is equal to minus b by a, which is equal to 2. I will name it as 1. So here we can see the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients, right? Now next I will write down here product of zeros. So alpha into beta, which is equal to, alpha is 4 and beta is minus 2, which comes as minus 8, and c by a. C means what? The constant term. The constant term is minus 8, and a, which is the coefficient of x square, is 1. So our answer comes as minus 8. Look at this one here. This minus 8 and this minus 8 is same. It means that alpha into beta, which is equal to c by a, which is equal to minus 8. So from 1 and 2, we can show the relationship between zeros and the coefficients, correct? Let us see the next sum. Look at this one. This polynomial is in the variable s. Now here also look at the coefficients properly. Coefficient of s square is 4, coefficient of s is 4, and the constant term is 1. Now to get the zeros, we'll compare this polynomial with 0. Now I want the product as 1 into 4. That means product supposed to be 4 and sum supposed to be minus 4. So here 2 and 2, but minus 2 and minus 2, sum will become minus 4 and product will become plus 4, correct? So here I'll write down, as the coefficient of s square is not 1, so I have to write down each and every term. So here 4 s square minus 2s plus 1, which is equal to 0. So from the first two terms, I will take 2s common. So 2s is left, minus 1. Here nothing is there to take common from these two terms. I will take minus 1 common. So because of the minus 1, inside the bracket, signs will get changed. So here, this is 0 here. 2s minus 1, and in the another bracket also 2s minus 1, which is equal to 0. So here 2s minus 1 equal to 0, and here also 2s minus 1, which is equal to 0. So here 2s which is equal to 1, and here also 2s which is equal to 1. Look at this now. S which is equal to 1 by 2, and here also s which is equal to 1 by 2. So the first 0 we'll call it as alpha, and the second 0 we'll call it as beta. Now we'll show the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Now alpha plus beta, which is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, which comes as 1. And here minus b by a. So minus the coefficient of s, which was what? Minus 4. And a is what? Coefficient of s square, that is also 4. So which comes as 1. See, both the values are equal here. Now here alpha plus beta, which is equal to minus b by a, which comes as 1. This one is the first relationship. Now the second one, alpha into beta, so which is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, which comes as 1 by 4. And here c by a. C means the constant term, which is 1, and a means coefficient of s square, which is 4. See, both the values are equal here. So once again we'll write down alpha into beta, which is equal to c by a, which comes as 1 by 4. Now from 1 and 2 we come to know the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Correct? Let us move towards the third sum. Now first write down this polynomial in the standard form. Right? First we'll write down 6x square minus 7x minus 3, which is equal to 0. Why we are equating this one with 0? Because we need to get the zeros. So I want two numbers whose product is 6 3s are 18, but minus 18, and sum is minus 7. Correct? So two numbers 9 2s are, but minus 9 plus 2. Correct? So here I'll write down 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3, which is equal to 0. What I'm doing here? I'm just splitting the middle term. That's all. From the first two terms, I will take 3x common. So 2x minus 3. Now nothing is there to take common. So what I will take common? 1. So here 2x minus 3 as it is, which is equal to 0. Now here 3x plus 1 in one bracket, 2x minus 3 in the another bracket. 3x plus 1, which is equal to 0, and 2x minus 3, which is equal to 0. So 3x, which is equal to minus 1, and here 2x, which is equal to 3. See here, x which is equal to minus 1 by 3, and here x which is equal to 3 by 2. So my alpha is equal to minus 1 by 3, and beta which is equal to 3 by 2. See here. Now we'll find out sum of the zeros. Minus 1 by 3 plus 3 by 2. We'll do the LCM. Minus 2 plus 9 by 6, which comes as 7 by 6. And here minus b by a. So minus value of b is what? Minus 7. And a is what? 6. So our answer comes as 7 by 6. Correct? See, both the values are same now. This one and this one. So we can write down therefore alpha plus beta, which is equal to minus b by a, which comes as 7 by 6. We'll name it as 1. Now we'll find out the product now. Product of zeros. Alpha beta. That means value of alpha is what? Minus 1 by 2. And Beta is what? 3 by 2. Here 3 by 2. Let me just check. It's 1 by 3. This is 1 by 3 and this one is 3 by 2. 3 got cancelled. Minus 1 by 2. And here C by A. Now value of C by A. C is what? Minus 3. And A is what? 6. So here 3 ones are, 3 twos are, it comes as minus 1 by 2. See, both the values are same now. So alpha into beta, which is equal to C by A, which comes as minus 1 by 2. This is the second one, right? From first and second, we come to know the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients this way, right? Let us see the fourth sum. This one also will equate with 0. Now see, what can we take common? 4u is common. Now, why we are doing so? Because only two terms are there. Okay, constant term is missing. So 4u, which is equal to, 4u is common, and in the bracket u is left plus 2 is left, which is equal to 0, because we have taken 4u as common. Now 4u will equate with 0 and u plus 2 will equate with 0. So u, which is equal to 0 by 4. So 0 by anything will become 0. And here u, which is equal to minus 2. That means alpha, which is equal to 0, and beta, which is equal to minus 2. We got two zeros of the polynomial. Now see here. Now alpha plus beta, which is equal to 0 minus 2, which comes as minus 2, and minus b by a. So minus b means what? Coefficient of u, which comes as 8, and a is what? 4. Coefficient of u square. So 4 ones are 4, 2s are. It comes as minus 2 here. See? Minus 2. So this value and this value is same. Therefore, alpha plus beta, which is equal to minus b by a, which comes as minus 2, we'll name it as 1. Right? Now see the next one. We'll write down the product. So product of zeros, that means alpha into beta, 0 into minus 2, which comes as 0. And c by a. Now you only think in the given polynomial, constant term is not present. That means that term is not present means what? It is 0. So here our constant term is 0. So I'll write down here 0 divided by 4, which comes as 0. Therefore, alpha into beta, which is equal to c by a, which comes as 0. Named as 2. See, from first and second, we come to know the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. This one and this one. Right? Let us move towards the fifth sum. Here, once again, I will equate this one with 0. The middle term is not there. It is missing. Fine. So let it be, no problem. So I'll write down this one, t square, which is equal to 15. Now I will take the square root of both the sides. As I take the square root of both the sides, t, which is equal to plus and minus root 15. Whenever we take the square root, remember we have to give plus and minus 15. Why? Because plus root 15, answer is, if I'll make a square, answer comes as 15, and even minus root 15, if I make the square, answer comes as root 15. Okay, so now one t, which is equal to root 15, and another t, which is equal to minus root 15 here. See here. So I got the alpha here. So alpha, which is equal to root 15, and beta, which is equal to minus root 15. Now we'll just add them. Sum of the zeros, root 15 minus root 15, answer comes as 0, and minus b by a. See, middle term is missing from here. Middle term is not there. That means value of b is not there. It means that b is what? 0. So here minus this value is 0 divided by a. So what is our a? Is 1. So 0 by anything will become 0. Correct? Therefore, alpha plus beta, which is equal to minus b by a, which is equal to 0, name it as 1. Now we'll write down the product, alpha into beta. So root 15 into minus root 15, which comes as minus 15. And here c by a. C is what? Minus 15. Minus 15. A is what? A is 1. So our answer comes as minus 15. Right. So here answer comes as minus 15. See, both the values are same. Therefore, directly we can write down here alpha into beta, which is equal to c by a, which is equal to here minus 15. Right, we'll name it as 2. Now from first and second one, we came to know the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Correct? I hope all of you understood these sums. Right? Now let us see the last one. Here, this is already in the standard format. We will equate this one with 0 to get the zeros. Now see, the product is what? Minus 12, because this one is minus 4 and this is 3. So the product is minus 12 and sum is minus 1. I need to get two numbers. So 4 3s are minus 4 plus 3. The sum comes as minus 1 and the product comes as minus 12 with these two numbers. Correct? So here I'll write down by splitting the middle term method, 3x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 4, which is equal to 0. Now from the first two terms I will take x common, 3x minus 4, and now nothing is there to take common, that means 1 is there. 1, 3x minus 4 as it is, which is equal to 0. Now x plus 1 in one bracket and 3x minus 4 in the another bracket. We'll compare each bracket with 0. So x plus 1, which is equal to 0, and here 3x minus 4, which is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 1, 3x which is equal to 4, and x which is equal to 4 by 3. Correct? So our alpha is alpha, which is equal to minus 1, and beta, which is equal to 4 by 3. Now we'll write down the sum of the zeros, minus 1 plus 4 by 3. We'll do the LCM, minus 3 plus 4 by 3, which comes as 1 by 3. Correct? Here, see, now minus b by a. Now what is the value of b? Minus. Here minus 1, value of b, coefficient of x, which is minus 1, divided by a means 3, which comes as 1 by 3. Both the values are same. So therefore alpha plus beta, which is equal to minus b by a, which comes as 1 by 3, name it as 1. Now we'll write down the product. So product is alpha into beta. Alpha is minus 1, beta is 4 by 3, which is equal to minus 4 by 3, and c by a. C is what? Minus 4. A is what? 3. Now look at these two values here. Both the values are same. Therefore alpha into beta, which is equal to c by a, which is equal to minus 4 by 3. This way we are showing the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. In all these 6 sub questions, we have done the same thing. First we found the zeros, then we did the sum of the zeros, and then minus b by a, and coefficient of a product of the zeros, that is alpha into beta, which is equal to c by a. So we need to remember these formulas, and we need to show that they are having the this way relationship. Correct? I hope all of you understood this sum. Thank you.